Come on in here. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey. I've been trying to hit y'all over here all day, but I just woke up. I was exhausted. I was so exhausted. Hey, Peaches Royale, King Music Group, Cheryl Burnett, Sandra. Hey. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, y'all in here pretty quick. So I got some updates, and I wanted to kick the shits with y'all. Since I don't have a big closet no more, I could do it in front of the refrigerator. How's that? The refrigerator talk. Line for the kitchen talk. Kitchen talk. Okay. So couple things. Couple things. I Oh, thank you guys. I'm looking at y'all comments. Let me put them down just for a second. Y'all can still comment though, because I'm gonna come back. Okay. All right. So I've been trying to get over here for a minute. I know it's been a minute since I've actually been live. Let me know if this sound is good because I got the phone sitting on the laptop, and sometimes it can bounce back and be and just echo back to you. Okay, it's good. Okay, it's not freezing on my end. Trust me, it would be. All right. Okay, so welcome. All right, now I know that y'all have been trying to cope with the new changes that we have going on, okay? And without change, there's no growth. I know it's very cliche. I know it's like, but you're not telling me shit, all right? And we've been trying to work out a new format so that it works for everybody. So I think I've had this conversation before where I've told y'all that YouTube has implemented a lot of changes and it doesn't correlate with my personality per se. I'm a very controversial personality, and you guys love me live. That's where I personally feel like I do my best. You know, I hate I've done pre-recorded videos and they've done well. This was before the live feature even got popular on YouTube. And when I discovered live, it's just like being live kicking it with my girlfriends and stuff, or with my husband. And I'm just bouncing. Just bouncing. And so they've implemented a lot of changes, changes that a lot of creators should be nervous about, to be honest with you, because YouTube has figured out that they're getting the shit end of the stick. Okay, so let me give you a little update on this, all right? And all the creators can thank me later, because I don't have to put this information out there. Because I would like to see some creators suffer just a little bit. But guess what? It doesn't grow me. It doesn't help my channel in any kind of way. But they figured out that YouTube, over the last, I want to say 3 years or so, with the new platforms, TikTok and Bingo and all these platforms, even Instagram, YouTube has been constantly losing advertiser dollars, right? Meaning, there because of all the controversy, because of them being fined by the FCC for the children's content not being properly aggregated and stuff like that, ads being shown to kids, all types of stuff. They have been paying out way more than they've been taking in. And then advertisers went on a strike, not to, well, shit, they stay on strike with YouTube, but I'm sure creators have noticed there's been a big drop in their revenue, okay? So much so that even Drink Champs, now Drink Champs right now is the hottest commercial platform on YouTube as far as urban media. Okay, they have totally kicked Breakfast Club out of gear and taken all of the interviews, and they are shining right now. And for Noriega to say that he is going to have to get a Patreon because the money is not lining up with the content, and his content gets judged just like everybody else. No one gets any special privileges. It does not matter. You see how they do James Charles, Jeffree Star. They will demonetize you. Shane Dawson, they will demonetize you. They don't care, all right? Because no one is looking out for them when they get fined or when they get billed or advertisers drop because of the nature of the content. So they have really been, really implementing a lot of changes. Now, my revenue probably dropped, I want to say, about 3%. But 3%, that's a lot of money. That's somebody's salary. Luckily because we have other revenue streams, we have had to not lay off at all. Our employees have continued to work full time and get raises. They make a pretty good amount of money, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Legal fees still getting paid and bills still getting paid. Kids are still doing their extracurricular activities. We able to travel. We able to live a nice life. We make good money, pay taxes, all that stuff. God is so good. And so, but they're slowly moving towards the TikTok model. I don't know if you noticed, they have a lot more shorts. They have a lot more, things that they're trying out. Whether it's like stories, they've really been trying to get this model going because they figure that this is what advertisers want. And frankly, that this is what the youth want. They're always going to cater to the youth, okay? Where is Generation X, what is Z, where are they going? This is what we want to sell to, okay? These are the ones that make mom and dad buy shit. Bottom line is advertising. And if they can't get advertising dollars, nobody gets paid. So if you notice as a creator, your checks is getting just a little slim, but the content hasn't changed and your views haven't changed, that's why, okay? And so because we follow the politics of what YouTube has been just kind of going through, TikTok and Big O and all these other Instagram, they've been thriving. Now, I'm putting this in simple terms, okay? So they don't print this shit so that the average person can read it. Like, if you don't have a damn near college education, you're not gonna fucking get the articles and stuff that they're writing, because they do write them not for high school education, all right? So I don't have a college degree. I read a lot. So that's why I'm able to kind of dissect that shit, and I understand. And I follow politically what's going on with these platforms. And so I don't want to bore y'all too much with all that shit, but I just want to tell y'all there's a reason as to why we've made such drastic changes. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how McDonald's didn't change until, McDonald's was popping, back in the day. The kids' meals, Ronald McDonald, motherfucking 20 nuggets for $5 and shit. You get 2 large fries, you get the two burgers, 2 fries, 2 drinks. Then, Burger King could never catch them. Burger King just always just kind of been Burger King. But when Chick-fil-A came in, McDonald's was not ready. McDonald's was not ready. They still not ready. They still not ready. And Chick-fil-A is the most thriving fast food chain because they were watching the trend. They were watching. Everybody got a burger. Bitch, we got a chicken sandwich. And not only is it a chicken sandwich, it's a homemade Southern style chicken sandwich. And the bread good. Bitch, and it's got pickle. Lord Jesus, Lord forbid they add a motherfucking some mustard to the bread. It's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. And Chick-fil-A has McDonald's, Burger King damn near out of business. When you go to there, you like, anybody working in this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? I still want some French toast sticks, bitch. Where you at? Employee. What? Bitch, y'all ain't got no customers. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? So every platform has its trend. And YouTube has been thriving. They've been owning this shit for about 15 years. But guess what? They did not prepare for these other platforms. And they did not see that it was possible to have a platform and not pay your creators. That part. So to make a long story short, YouTube will be moving in a direction to where they do not have to pay their creators. Meaning TikTok doesn't pay their creators. They have monetization features, which means like people can donate to you while you're live. Bigo does it. Instagram does it. Instagram is giving payment caps, which means you give me 8 million views, I give you $800. That's the deal, right? You give me 10 million views, I give you $1,000. These are, I'm talking about, this is a actual deal. And it has to be between this period and this period in order for you to claim the check, right? So it's like an incentive, like a bonus, you know? And young creators, if I'm in high school and they're saying, oh my God, I give them 8 million views and I'm one of the hottest TikTok creators, that's a lot of money for a high school student, you know what I'm saying? Or even a college student. But for someone in my position who's 40, you know, and who makes a living off of this and who employs other people, no, we're not working like that, okay? And so what do? Well, you know, we create our own platform. That's what we do. And that's what I've put a lot of money into, right? You put your money where your mouth is. And so I know y'all are saying, Tasha, we built you. Y'all did. Y'all fucking built me. I would not have what I have if it wasn't for y'all. A lot of people want to say, oh, it's because of the trial. I ain't did not one fundraiser. I ain't asked y'all for no GoFundMe's. I ain't told y'all that we were struggling to pay no motherfucking legal fees. Is going through court stressful? Yes, but in every business, you go through stressful things, okay? That is the nature of doing any business. Not everybody is equipped to deal with the stress from being a business owner. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 24 years old. It's all I know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, even entrepreneur in the sense of where I'm serving tables. I'm my own boss. $2 an hour cannot pay your bills. So if you're a server and you're getting paid $2 an hour, the service in which I give depends on how much I take home for that night, which means I have to get out and I gotta get it. You understand what I'm saying? And I've been the type to always get it. I can pride myself on never having to ask anybody for any money. Not my mom, not my dad. That's one thing they respect about me. Tasha, I'm the one they call when they need money, and I give it to them all the time. They already know. You know, I got crackheads in my family. I'm just like, how much? Okay, it's gonna be $300 for real? Oh, okay. Your habit getting a little expensive. Yes, they're gonna smoke it anyway, so, you know. But anyway, so my husband, because, you know, my husband has a master's in business. This is what he does, right? So we're both entrepreneurs. We've both been business partners since we were in our 20s together as a married couple. It's all we know. And yes, we've had to work jobs. Who doesn't work jobs? You know what I'm saying? In order to use that money to fund businesses without having to go to a bank and take a loan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, of course, we're going to make sure we're always following politically what's going on. And politically is TikTok does not pay their creators, but look how big their platform is. They're going live. People are putting long form videos up. You know, Instagram has not paid a creator. Look how big their platform is, okay? The bulk of their money comes in from advertisers. And because they have less controversy from the type of content that is put up, and frankly, they don't play no motherfucking games when it comes to snatching a goddamn creator down. Bitch, they will take you. You see what they did to Boosie? They will take you the fuck down. They won't listen. They want prostitutes. They want hoes, okay? And they want kids on their platform. Everybody else can kick fucking rocks. They don't need no rappers, okay? They don't need y'all. Okay, they don't need no bloggers. They don't need y'all. They need influencers, okay? They need influencers that can push and get views so that they can sell advertising. That's why you're on your Facebook, you see advertising. And they're getting this without having to put a dime in your pocket. And YouTube is the only one that's been given a shit end of the stick like, fuck, we didn't see this coming. So now our company is suffering financially and we're losing advertisers, but yet these creators are making all this money. So they slowly been trying to make changes like offering memberships. Okay, you join and you do a company membership. Well, you do a membership, so they have different tiers. You can donate super chat to your creator because they're trying to build and shift that independence to the creator, saying that when we take this monetization away, which they will, you can still survive. Because yes, we've built a model that you guys are used to, splitting 50, 60, 40, 60, 40, 60, 30, 60, 60, well, 70, 30. They're used to that. And they can't just say, oh, we're going to take it away. And then guess what? Their whole fucking platform collapses because creators are like, bitch, we're going on strike. So we ain't making no videos. We're not putting up, you're not putting up ads. So they couldn't just come in and say, guess what? We're going to turn the monetization off. They're going to slowly dial back that monetization as they've been doing, give you more tools to help become more independent, okay? As a creator, I'm dropping a lot of motherfucking. Like I said, I ain't even got to do it. I could just watch the collapse of creators, especially the ones that just make money off me. You know what I'm saying? I could just watch it happen and laugh. But I'm not that type of person at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. So, is it satisfying? It could be. But, I mean, don't do nothing for me. But, and so when we get ready to dial back and take the monetization away, slowly by slowly, okay? Till you wake up, you're no longer making 60,000 or 100,000, you know, 20,000. You barely $1,000 a month, okay? But we have all these tools that you can use, okay, in order to make money, and they're still gonna throw ads on your videos and keep the money. Just like how TikTok is doing. TikTok is getting more advertising. They've seen the biggest increase. I'm talking about a 30% ad increase during a recession, during inflation. They've seen it. They've seen it. So what do you do? Now, my goals, I had to look at my long-term goals. Is my long-term goal to be on YouTube till I'm 80 like Jesse Lee Peterson? Hell no. Like, the fuck? Is it to be on YouTube long enough for me to be here like Alex Jones and he ain't got no way out? Fuck no. That's not it. That's not the goal. That's not what I got into this for. This was a stepping stone. This was something that could yield me enough exposure to be able to use that to build my network. I'm not talking about production company. We produce our own in-house TV series. Sometimes I'll star in them. Sometimes I'll feature in them. Movies, reality shows, talk shows, podcasts. That's what I'm on. That's what I've always been on. Just because I don't tell people my goals, like, means nothing. Like, because I don't really like to push it out there till it's in motion. It's in motion now. It's done. We already got shit going on. We was just in Atlanta last week filming. It's already in motion. So I can talk about it now because can't nobody block shit. And frankly, I don't like putting stuff out there and it's not going. And then energy is being sent my way in order to disrupt or reshift my focus on over here. You know what I'm saying? So like, I didn't tell y'all because it wasn't in motion. And we're not ready. And when you speak too soon, you're going to be met with energy that's going to convince you to not do it or why you shouldn't do it. It's kind of like telling people your goals. Your mom, I want to be this. Why you want to be that? Because they don't want to be that. So they don't see what you see. And then you start to doubt it because they don't see what you see for your life. And now because you're telling them because you are essentially looking for validity, you're codependent, you need that validation. Now all of a sudden you start to reshift your focus and start to doubt what it is that you want to do, all because somebody else don't see it. It happens every day. Every day. And so we don't do that. My husband and I keep everything pretty much to ourselves and until it's ready to go. Like what I look like sitting on YouTube, hey guys, so we tired of Georgia. Well, they double taxing us. We paying 40% in taxes in Georgia, okay? So which means if I make $1 million, right? Let's just say hypothetically I make $1 million and I gotta pay 20% of that goes to federal taxes. 20% of that goes to state taxes. That's damn near 40% of my income. I feel like I'm living in a socialist society and this is a conservative state. What the fuck? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, we've been talking. We've always wanted this. Florida was supposed to be where we retire at, but it just so happens to be one of the states that doesn't make businesses pay state taxes, right? So it's like, what do we do? Because if it projected, if we keep paying the amount of taxes we're paying now, we won't have a business in 10 years, which means the goals that we set out to do won't happen. And then we got kids that's gonna have college funds. They gonna need loans from us from businesses. They gonna need money left behind. And I be goddamn if I leave debt behind for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So how do we grow? How do we scale back and grow? Well, this is a great investment we're sitting on. Georgia was never the end goal. Every piece of property, nothing yields the type of results unless you're making motherfucking entertainer money, basketball money. Don't nothing yield the type of results or percentages that real estate does, okay? And anytime I buy real estate, I make sure that it's going to work out for me if anything goes wrong, okay? Anything. If we gotta make a change, I got bread. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, it's just a smart thing to do. And if we have to scale our business back in order to take 5 steps forward, we're gonna do that. Because the end goal is this. Me being on tour, comedy tours, that's already in motion. It's already being done. So I've always loved being, I don't particularly call myself a comedian. I'm an entertainer. You guys know that. But I want to take this to the stage, and I want to take it to different states, and I want to take it outside of the country where we have millions of fans. You know, just because the subscribers subscribers definitely don't reflect the views. So like, not everybody subscribes, but they watch. You understand what I'm saying? So like, being able to do that while building a movie company, while building a network, and making it more independent for myself, which means keeping the control of my IP. So I'm 40 years old. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to sit on YouTube for 20 years like Jesse Lee Peterson, and I'm talking slower by the day. You guys won't stay around for that. Eventually, every creator hits a plateau, and then it happens all the time. It's the natural law of the land. No one is on top forever. So you gotta be realistic about this shit. Like, you gotta prepare for the apocalypse. What's gonna happen if this happens? What's gonna happen? So we prepare. We're always in prepare mode. We lost the business before, and the debt was atrocious, okay? It wasn't that we took out loans. It was basic shit. But because like a recession hit back when Obama was in, we had to file bankruptcy in order to recover. I had to damn near move into fucking projects. Ain't nothing wrong with the projects. I mean, I had a fucking place to stay, but it was the white people projects. It was the trailer park trash projects. You know what I'm saying? We had to start over. I had to go work at Buffalo Wild Wings. You know what I'm saying? Had to go back to being a server after making $500,000 a year, and then boom, I'm back in a restaurant in a small hick town serving and starting over from the ground up in my 30s. That, you know, well, late 20s, 30s. So I know what it's like to lose everything, and I know what it's like to have to walk away. And I've never been the type to let it crush me, like, if it happens. That's why y'all like, Tasha, how the fuck are you able to maneuver through all this controversy? Because I've been there. Y'all just seeing me now, but I've been out here in these streets doing this shit. Okay? I'm going on damn near 15 years in the game. Okay? As an entrepreneur, as an entertainer. So I know what's projected. And I remember Oprah saying something that was just so, and I was just telling my husband that shit the other day. I said, now I know what Oprah meant when she says that she wishes, now ain't nobody got Oprah money, but I see what she's talking about. That she wishes she would have reacted differently to her failures and setbacks instead of taking on that stress. Because a lot of times we can take on that stress and we bring on illnesses like high blood pressure, cholesterol, depression, anxiety. All that shit comes with, you holding on to stuff or having expectations. And when you lose it, it's not even really tangibly yours. Nothing is ours on this earth. That's why we come, we die. Nothing is ours. But when we tell our ego that this is ours, and if we lose this, oh my God, what are we gonna fucking do? You gotta always be able to regroup, because life is ever changing. It's a journey. So what's happening last year is definitely not happening next year. But how we respond and react, things keep happening over and over because we haven't mastered how to maneuver. So the universe is gonna keep throwing these things that you deem as failures, but they're lessons to you, so that you can learn how to master it. And then guess what? It won't happen as much anymore. The universe won't give it to you because it's like, oh, they've outgrown that. So let me give them something a little harder. Hold on. Okay? Let me give them something a little harder, right? Until you master that. Look at Will Smith. Will Smith is one of the most perfect, egotistical. He's perfect. The man's a fucking man. If his ego told him he was perfect. Okay. But, look what happens. One day you love, the next day you hate it. How do you maneuver? How do you get through this? There's a reason why this is happening. What is the lesson? What do I need to learn? And so, like, before things take a turn, and you want to always prepare and get in front of it. So that's why, Tasha K Live was created. That's why. And to the thousands of people we have over there now, because I see those people talking shit. I ain't subscribing. You ain't got to. It's fine. It's fine. Like, we're growing fast. Fast. And YouTube cannot compare. And I had a meeting with YouTube. They called a meeting with me. They said, how can we keep this content on YouTube? I don't know. You're asking me to not go this way. And I kid you not, this is a true story. I'm about to put it out here. I'm about to finally put it out here, because it's nothing that's going to stop anything. But YouTube offered me a YouTube Originals deal. They wanted to take my channel from basic YouTube to an original, like how Jake Paul and Logan Paul and them do. I don't think no other Black creators have been offered that before. And this is right around the time I was in talks with VH1, Viacom. Everybody was coming at me. This was right when I announced Tasha K Live. And I told them, no. It was tempting. It was so tempting. These were contracts. It was tempting. I said, just please give us time. Let us get you your own show going on YouTube Originals. We'll make your platform a YouTube Original. And the numbers came, the contract came. Contract came after the verdict. It wasn't before the verdict. It was after the verdict. YouTube, here you go. And you don't think in a moment like that, I'm like, should I take this? I looked at my husband. I was like, it was hard. It was a very difficult decision. And I looked at Tasha K Live and I said, what's the end goal? Do I want to be cancelable? Do I want to be controlled? Do I want them to be able to take my career from me? I look at what happened to what that white actress just did to herself. What's her name? That ran into that house and she was high on coke and it caught on fire because they put so much of their power into these networks It happened to Spoken Reasons. Matter of fact, Spoken Reasons was one of the first motherfuckers I called when the shit went down. If anybody knows Hollywood, he know him. It's happened to him. The man left his channel to go to Hollywood. The man left his channel. I said, even Wendy Williams, let's look at what happened to Wendy Williams. This before Debmar Mercury was backing away from her and couldn't and no longer wanted her to be a liability because they knew if anything happened to her while she was under contract with them, they would be liable for that shit. That's a lot of money. She could possibly bankrupt, the family could possibly bankrupt their production company because of Wendy Williams and them trying to save her. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry, I ate them green peppers and snow peas. I'm like, and I just sent him an email back and I was just like, I really appreciate this. I really appreciate this. But I can't, it doesn't align with my long-term goals. Now, I don't know how, I have a basic concept on how I'm gonna do it and get there. And trust me, this contract would have definitely done it. Like, it would have definitely done it. But I couldn't, I saw, shit, didn't they? It was one of the Paul brothers. They demonetized him. This motherfucker had to push merch. Because when you get under those contracts, there's less that you can do. I know that I'm controversial. I'll say the wrong thing being drunk. Everything taken away. Because they have control over me now. Everything taken away. Now, I still don't know if I made the right decision. I'll never know that. But I felt like it was the right thing to do at the moment. Because that's all we have. We can look to the future. We can look to the past. The only reason the past exists in our mind anyway is so that we can refer to it in order to maneuver in the present. Because there's no such thing as the future at all. But it was like, and YouTube sent one white person and 5 black people to the meeting. Like, they knew what they were doing. Like, they knew. And they was like, please tell us what we can do. And then they came back, and I was like, I don't know what you can do. And they came back with an idea. And the idea was, I'm like, YouTube originals? That's a big deal. And I have that open contact to take them show ideas and pilot shows. Because I'm already a YouTube original creator, so which means they'll probably buy my TV show concept from me a lot easier. I was just like, why is this happening right now? Like, why is it happening like right now? You know? I mean, Marcus Brownlee and all those guys, those are some big creators, but they don't do what I do. They're not into television shows. Like, I am a true content creator. I can develop a TV series. I can develop a movie. I can develop a reality show. I can develop a documentary. I can put together special edition pieces. I can do all of that shit. Right? So they're not that. They're more technological. Like, they can do, you know, commercials, Samsung commercials. They can be the ones that present awards, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was just looking at some of y'all comments or whatever. But, and I was just like, what if they give me this only to take it away and embarrass me or humiliate me, you know, as soon as something doesn't go their way? Or maybe I get in the way of one of these, you know, entertainers, you know, let's just say it's a Cardi B, but it's a bigger Cardi B. This one's international, you know what I'm saying? This one's selling out shows, unlike Cardi B. This one's selling out shows. And I do a story and boom, they lose all this money. Cause I'm gonna stick true to me. They're like, what you think's gonna happen? Who you think they're gonna toss out first? Who going first? Millions of dollars or YouTube originals? Who going first? You know what I'm saying? Who going first? So yes, I do have my focus on bringing other people under my network, and we're trying to figure out how to do that now, and how to do it in a way that it's beneficial to them and it's beneficial to me too. So yes, we're trying to do that, but I want to spend a lot more time making sure the winos can differentiate what goes on the app and what comes on YouTube, okay, or TikTok, or Instagram or Facebook. But my energy goes into my own network. That's why you think BT Plus and all these people have apps now. That's where the world is going. That's where it's going. People want the freedom to choose and buy whatever network they want. And cable is no longer a factor. And so we want to pick and choose what it is. And we want to have 300 apps. We're going to have 300 motherfucking apps. That's just what it's going to be. But as far as urban media, and this is what my husband and I was talking about, like, because, yeah, we're going to retire. Like, I'm never going to retire. But we're going to eventually end up in two places, because living in Africa and living in the States, that's always been a goal of ours, because, Africa has, it's all Black owned content. It's so much to do content wise over there, and having a headquarters over there is a goal for me to do it. Why you think Steve Harvey is motherfucking over there in South Africa? He got fucking South African Family Feud, because the consumers, like, and it's Black owned content, and he can probably have a lot more freedom over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing, and he's been over there. That's where I want to go. Like, so I want to be able to create content here in the States as well as in Africa, and have a headquarters there and produce movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Because one thing Black people want to be is entertained. Okay, when we working, we out here being called all types of names. Can't even fucking, drive the car without being a word, or open up social media without something happening to one of our own and shit like that. We want something to take our mind off of the shit. We do. That's why we are the top. That's why we're the best entertainers. We know how to do it well, and we look to be entertaining. We know good entertainment when we see it. So yeah. So eventually YouTube will, in the next couple of years, be snatching revenue, if they haven't already started doing it. Like I said, I know mine has dropped. Same views, same this, same that. They're paying you less on, and necessarily longevity of a video, the value of a video. So before, I could do a video, let's say all of my surviving Jaguar Wright videos, right? They made a shitload of money on YouTube. Okay? No, let's use Derek Jackson. So Derek Jackson, they made a shitload of money, right? All of those videos went viral. All those videos went super viral. I made a lot of fucking money. And I could keep making money for the next year, maybe two, right? Now you drop something like as viral as that, you're only going to make money for 60 days. So they're already starting to do it. And I know a lot more creators have been, and me, I don't believe in begging or asking people to donate or anything for stuff that they don't feel is valuable. So I'm not gonna, and that's why I've always made sure, like, I had to spit, my bad. It's these veneers. When you get your teeth done, the things they don't tell you. I'm gonna put that in my comedy. Like when I do one of my sets, I'm be like, the shit they don't tell you about motherfucking veneers. Because I ain't seen nobody make a video on this shit and fucking talk about this shit. So when you see all these damn public figures with these veneers, because we want nice looking teeth on camera, but they don't tell you the downside to that shit. There needs to be a warning label with that shit. Okay, it really does. Consider this before you decide to do this, right? And so it's not censorship. Y'all stupid, I'm a French tea. No, my breath don't stink, honey. So sorry. I floss all day because you have to. Well, let me save that. So I don't think it's necessarily censorship, because people are going towards apps and people want uncensored content. What it is they're using censorship as a way to make an excuse to not pay you for the work that you did. It's just a barrier. It's just another way for them to cover their ass. Does that make sense? So it's not, they say it's censorship. They could give a fuck because, listen, you got music videos out here that are making a shitload of money and got ads, and they got nudity, they got guns, they got violence, they got cursing, they got all that stuff. So what is the difference? It's never been censorship. It's been contract rules. What can we do in order to not pay you? That's all that is. That's all that is. This is a distraction. It's a distraction. Okay? So, yes. I know when I come on here and I'm like, y'all, hold on, you could be a good advisor, best nobody, and they are so very selective about that. Yeah. And so I know it irritates y'all when I'm like, we're going to the app, but that's where we're going. Yes, I will always post content over here. Yes, it would be good. Y'all are enjoying the content that I'm posting. Y'all just mad that I'm not live. But I need y'all to understand the live content, that's my best content. Why do you think when you go back and look at my lives, they got 400,000 onto 1 million views? There's no creator, and I'm going to tell you this right now, and YouTube knows that. That's the reason why they came to me. There's no creator that can sit on their channel for an hour or two, okay? Hour or two. Not even the best of the best. And keep an audience entertained without using videos, barely using pictures, using my own words, okay? My own words, advertising my own products, okay? Well, as far as linking with advertisers. And you look back 3 months from now and that video is at 800 to 1 million views. You go back and look back at most of my lives, this type of man, these are lives that are sitting at 1 million just based off of my personality. Personality only. I know my gifts. I know my strengths. But if I don't place a value on my gifts, who will? Who will? So, you're going to get these censored videos that the cuss words are cut off of and they're not live. This is what YouTube wants. This is what YouTube says they're going to pay us for. This is what we'll get the most money for. And at the end of the day, the goal is for Kiwi Studios to be quite influential, okay? And get our actors and actresses good wigs for the productions, you know? And we really focus on bringing out big, like nice talent. Like nice talent. When I look at how Nollywood did their shit, I said, nobody was fucking with Nollywood like that. You know, back in the day, everybody used to laugh at them. They sound bad, they production bad, all this shit. Look at them now. They got their own Hollywood awards, but yet you got black people over here in the United States steady trying to fit into Hollywood, and they only let 2 through the door. And you're going to see them every movie. Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart and The Rock. He barely black. The rest of them gonna have to go work for Tyler Perry and not shine and just chop it up that they're never gonna get a fucking award again. But in Africa, all of these actresses and actors are shining and they're black. They're black. They've made their own lane. They said, we don't need Hollywood. We're gonna create our own. But because we're so accustomed to fitting in, because that's how we figure that we've made it. We've made it. I've seen so many videos that people made on Young, Rich, and African. They couldn't believe Africans was making that kind of money. I was like, they make white folks look broke. Everybody's thing is to be here. Like, oh, I want to be this. I want to try this. I want to try that. And meanwhile, these Africans over here are getting money. But we're being advertised or have been advertised. Oh, they're poor. When you go to Lagos or Accra, you tell me you got poverty everywhere you motherfucking go. Just like when I go to Venice Beach, they got mansions sitting on the beach, and when they look out the window to the mansion, it's homeless population on the beach. So they just walk past them with their surfboard to get in the same water that the homeless people have been sent by the government to live on that beach. and bathe right there in that water. Right? That shit is everywhere. But they've placed the value on what it's like to be in the rooms with white people and Asian people and these heavy hitters that you've forgotten to build your own seat at the table. And Tyler Perry has done a good job at that. But when he puts out an Emmy award-winning actress from one of his productions, or when he gets nominated for an Oscar from one of his productions, you let me know. Because if I were him, I would be submitting my shit to Nollywood. That's what I would do. That's what I would be doing. I won't appreciative for my work. I want my actors and actresses to feel that when they come over here, they will be recognized for their work and not laughed at for bad acting skills because they're popular but not talented. Lisa Ray. Everybody knows her, and y'all can't even accept the fact that she's grown up and she did Players Club 30 years ago when she was young. She's beautiful. She's still beautiful. But she ain't young no more. So when you see the old lady dance, it's an old lady now. And guess what? Hollywood don't want her for no films. Hollywood don't want her for no TV shows, but Tyler Perry does, and he knows that. So guess what? Who cares about you getting accolades and growing and stuff like that and being respected? You want to work, right? You want to work. You don't want to be at the grocery store, do you? You want to work. Put that wig on, bitch, and go act. Put that wig on. And so therefore you got people like that because of their popularity and because they know that people are going to come watch her to laugh with her or laugh at her. He ain't got a place of value. He ain't got to do shit. Like it's like, bitch, you're working. You're working. Go catch a rabbit if you don't give a fuck. Meanwhile, they can move their ass on over to Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana. And Ghana is opening up to expats. They want Black Americans to come home. They say, come home. Come home. Okay? The same mansion you see in California for $100 million is all of $1 million over there. Maybe even 200,000 with pools, and you got maids and house girls and cooks that you can have. You know what I'm saying? The difference between that and here is they're raising our men, our Black men, to be inferior to a system that they'll never, they'll always feel inferior, and therefore they won't come in and try to take over or want to be included. NFL teams, Hollywood studios. But in Africa, they're raising them to fit in, to have a seat at the table, to be honored for your work and be considered a major player. They don't need no NAACP fucking P. We do. In a country we built. The fuck? So listen, I can go all day with that. So like, yes, that's where I'm going. Is to the app. I will go live every now and then on YouTube. It may be once every 2 weeks and stuff like that. But for the most part, y'all gonna get content. And we're gonna throw pieces of content from the app so you can see what's over there. And maybe you will be interested one day and say, you know what, I want to come over there and I want to laugh. You know what I'm saying? You can either rent a piece or you can subscribe. You know what I'm saying? There's no long-term commitment. You want to cancel, you fucking cancel. Shit, you can even buy and cancel. You still got access for 30 days. You see what I'm saying? Like, and people are really fucking with it over there, and I love them for that. And because we're still in the growing stages, like Wino's got a lot to say. So can we get this feature done? Can we get this feature done? We got chats going over there. We got chat boxes. We got community feeds. You know what I'm saying? So I just, I mean, I know y'all gonna have something to say. That's what the type of platform that we built. We're very open about you having an opinion and not being blocked for that opinion or scolded for that opinion. That we're all adults over here. But that is where I'm going. Listen, make no mistake, I'm a fucking businesswoman. Okay? I serve two gods. Okay? God and my husband. It's like, those are the two. Those are the two heads of the house. I'm a businesswoman. I owe nobody nothing out here but my family. That's it. Okay? And so at the end of the day, I will always take the best interest of my business and put it first. And if and that's just that. And I'm not gonna make any excuses for that. Don't nobody give Tasha a motherfucking thing. What you pay for is what you feel is valuable enough to pay for. So, you know what I'm saying? And even, you know, so-called situations like, what are you doing for me? Everybody, oh, you just want this. I don't want nothing from. I don't need nothing from nobody. Can't nobody get on this platform and ever say I asked them for shit. Not at all. That's not being. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that. Like that's something I don't take lightly. You know? That I'd rather eat black eyed peas that are $1 at the grocery store, and my food bill be $30 a month before I go and say, hey, I need some money for some groceries. Can I get a steak? Because it's been done before. It's been done. It's been done. And them vegan diets when you broke are the best health-wise. Because when you under stress because of, you know, financial woes and shit like that, the vegan diet helps to keep the cholesterol down, blood pressure down. But when you know, you got added shit going on, it's not going to contribute. So guess what? You're not going to do as much damage to your body long term. You know what I'm saying? That's the positive of being broke and being vegan, not by choice, but because you can't afford it in the long run. So it's not going to add weight. A fuck up, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Hold on for a second. And not just Africa, right? I mean, you go to like cost of living in the country of Panama, like, man, you can get a motherfucking condo on the water, like $800 a month. You know, so this white lady did a GoFundMe with 30K and received 21,005. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So, but yes, so when I say we over on the app, just know why. Just know why, okay? And let the newbies know why too, okay? And tonight I did promise y'all the Nature Boy exclusive. He called me from jail. We spent about 3 hours on the phone. I asked him everything. Yes, I did give him a period where he was able to kind of preach and explain his philosophy. For the most part, he was extremely transparent. He did not hold back at nothing, okay? And we talked about the case as much as we could without him seeming as if he was intimidating a witness, because Lord knows he don't want no more charges like that. But I think for the most part he did well, and he's very vulnerable right now, Nature Boy, aka 3 Guy, and I'm honored to be the one that he chose to tell his story to. And so we just gonna have to watch from there. So that will be premiering tonight on the app at 8 o'clock, I believe, 8 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. If it's 7 or 8, one of the two, get in there first. If you are interested in wanting to watch it, you can subscribe via the website first. You guys have to go to the website, create your account there, secure account, and then download the app on any of the devices, okay? Please don't try to download the app and create there. It's not gonna let you in until you've created an account on the website. Also, when I tell you I was exhausted, y'all, I was exhausted. Oh my God. Jessica Reed just left South Florida. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I know when stories are for me. Even when back in 2017, when all that shit was going down, you know, with her story and about Charlamagne, I always knew. I said, I'm gonna be the one to tell this story, and I'm gonna do it right. And even though this story will be on YouTube, the whole story, uncut, unchopped, unscrewed, we will do a pre-screening because you know the app, that's what they pay for. But at the end of the day, when it comes to stories like this, you guys know that I advocate for sexual assault, sexual rape victims, molestation victims. I was molested. You know, I was sexually assaulted. So that to me, you shouldn't have to pay for that type of content. You know what I'm saying? So like, even though my app will get it first as a pre-screening, we will follow and put the whole video on YouTube once it's cut down. But I gotta tell you, I've been doing this going on 15 years, well, almost 15 years, right? There's not been an interview that I could not like master. There was one particular part, so it's a lot of parts in her interview, I was just not ready for. When I tell you it's a roller coaster, the way she walked me through her life, Charlemagne is just, it's kind of like icing on the cake. You know, like it's kind of like I wouldn't even call it icing on the cake because it's not sweet. It's not, that's the wrong verbiage to use for that. I apologize about that. I did not mean to say it like that. But it was kind of like the last straw. It was the last straw. Jessica is a sister. Jessica is our mother. Jessica is our aunt. She is our friend. And she gave all of this during that interview. There is not anything in this interview that you are going to say, you know what, I haven't been through that, or I know somebody who's gone through that, and I know somebody who's experienced that. I gotta tell you, she was all the way open, all the way transparent, and the tears, her head was hurting so bad. This is a 37-year-old woman. Her head was hurting so bad because she cried so much that it was pounding, but she still sat down and finished the interview. She sat down. I facilitated a room for her to let it all out because there's been a lot of re-victimization when it comes to her and everything that she's gone through. And I'm glad that it was it was a legend in the game that called her to say, it's time. You gotta, if anybody's gonna take this story, Tasha K is the one. And she prayed about it and she trusted me. And I got to tell you, there was one part in that interview, I didn't even know how to recover. I said, we're going to have to stop here. This is what I'm telling myself. I was like, when she come back in the room, I'm going to have to stop the interview because I don't know how to ask her to move on from that. That's how painful the topic was that we was on and how much damage it did to her long term. And I could not, you know, you rebuttal. You'd be like, okay, that happened. All right, so let's talk about this. I was like, I got to wait for her to say it's okay. But because she knew why she was there, she was able to pick up and keep going. There was even one moment where she asked me, she said, do I have to go in detail? And I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing. I just sat there and I put my head down. And I guess maybe she thought that I was saying yes, but that was my moment to tell her, like, I was really conveying to her, if you want to go there, you go there. But I'm not going to tell you to go there because she had already been crying and leaving the room and crying and leaving the room and crying and going, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to ask her to keep going like that. It was torture. It was fucking torture. Like, I was just like, I can't tell her to talk about this. And she just, it's just too much. And I was like, we can do this tomorrow. We can finish tomorrow. But she said, no, we're getting this all out now. We're getting it all out now. It's all coming out. It's all coming out. When I tell you, like, the whole YouTube, it's going to be on a Monday when it drops. I don't know which Monday because Shake still got to cut down the whole video. But after we were done, I called the person who told her to sit with me, and I said, thank you. I said, I'm honored to do this, but thank you. I don't have no vendetta against Charlemagne. I don't care. I've always respected his work when he was professional. However, he don't owe me no money. This man have never had business. We've never had there's never been any expectations, no conversations between us. I'm a totally non-biased reporter in this. And so, and the facts are the facts. That's why he hasn't sued her, because there's a paper trail. And so there's no, oh, look, none of that. I don't even think we're going to do a trailer, to be honest with you. We're just going to drop. I'm going to tell y'all, hey, remember the Jessica Reed interview I told you? We're going to do the pre-screening on this day. It'll probably be on like on Saturday or something, or Friday or Sunday. For those of y'all that just want to watch it tonight, and because the app they do pay a lot of money to be over there. They get everything first. And on YouTube, you got to wait till it comes. But we will follow with this interview. And I just... I asked her today when I took her to the airport, because I personally drove her to the airport. That's how bad she was, just distraught. And I was like, you ready for this to come out? And she said, I'm ready. I'm ready. I was like, I said, you may want to go home and put your affairs in order. You know what I'm saying? In your household, because what I would hate for you to do is put this out here, right? This is, I mean, it's going out. She's full permission, right? And then you got to deal with this at home. Because at the end of the day, you still got to live with these people. You see what I'm saying? You still got to cohabitate with everybody that's in this story. Because I'm telling you, it is... I was crying. That's how bad it was. I was crying. I couldn't do nothing but hold her at the end of the interview. I couldn't do anything but hold her. I was just like, just as Black women, we have got to... People ask, like, why are y'all so aggressive? Why are you so strong? Why are you so this? Why are you so that? Because we truly do not have the protection that we also need. And we're being asked to carry it without any type of outlet, or just being able to afford therapy because we have children. Or, you know, in the Black community, it's not good to put your business out there, tell people your business. But when I tell her, I said, girl, you did this. I didn't do this. I can't take no credit for this. This is all you. I had chills the entire time. This is all you. And just when you think it don't get no worse, it got worse. 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 And I was just like, how are you still? And you see her, you know, like me, I got little open pores, hyperpigmentation, oily nose, you know, your skin is flawless. I got dark circles sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no sleep. Her skin is flawless. Like, I'm like, girl, what the fuck? Like, how you don't look like what you've been through? And I just commend her for just saying, fuck it. This is not about everybody else right now. This is about me taking my... I'm just going to let y'all see it. I'm just going to let y'all see it. Okay? So, I'm talking about Jessica Reed. Okay? All right, so... I'm talking about Jessica Reed, the woman who was violated by Charlemagne the God. So, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna try to get it out. I do know I'm going to Africa for about almost a month in September, but it'll definitely be out before we get to Africa. That's for sure. So, and I just... Man, I gotta tell you, it's moments like this that remind me why I got into this. 2 reasons: to empower, to facilitate a space for people to take their power back, and 2, to entertain you through the darkest of the darkest times, to make you feel as if, guess what? I'm leaving this earth. I'm leaving it laughing, enjoying my motherfucking self. And it just was one of those moments that, you know, God gives you, you know, the universe gives you confirmation along the way as to what you should be doing and what you should be focused on. And I know a lot of times, you know, y'all be like, why are you on this little creative channel? Because it keeps me grounded. You know what I'm saying? I'm never too big to sit with the, you know, where I used to be in followers. You know what I'm saying? And learn and stay fresh and stay challenged. So And I do it because I have fun. You know, it's fun. It's fun. It's like sitting outside on bricks, you know what I'm saying, with wine coolers and shit, and we kicking the shits. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was it's kind of one of those moments. So like I'm definitely honored that she trusted me, because she was just like, you know, I was having doubts about you, and I said, of course you were. All this fuck shit out here about me, of course you were. She said, but, and this, everybody always says this, I just wait for them to say it. But you are not who they say you are on the internet. I'm like, girl, it's the internet. They people don't live with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it all the time. And it's funny because, you know, it does have people kind of, they don't know what to expect when they see me, and they can't size me up. I like that. I like that. You don't ever want people to come into your house and taking over your house. So that's a good thing to always have people on edge like that. You know what I'm saying? And it be you may not think it's your faves, but it's your faves. Like, I'm like, you ready to come on the platform? I can't. They think I'm gonna set them up or something. Like, I ain't setting your ass up. I just get on my fucking platform and just say this shit. I don't need you there to say it. You see what I'm saying? I don't need you there to do that. You know, so never judge a book by its cover. Let me see. Show us your new house. It's dirty right now. No, Lamine got fucking Chinese rice and shit everywhere. So, sign up for your app user friendly. Y'all silly. Okay, so listen, I just wanted to spend some time with y'all. I learned, like, maybe I'll do this on Sunday over here, just like this. Old school, just like this. This is how we started. You know what I'm saying? This is how we started. This is how we started. So like, I kind of like doing videos like this. So we can do this. I ain't gonna say every Sunday, but we can definitely do this over here on Sundays, okay? And so to the Tasha K Live subscribers, be on the lookout for the Nature Boy exclusive call from jail. It is about 2 hours and 50, I want to say like 30 minutes long. And so it's definitely a jail call for sure. So when you see it cut like every 15 minutes, it's because he had to hang up and dial back every 15 minutes. And so, you know, normally he eats up the publicity, right? But he's not in that space. He's not in that space. So that's why he hasn't been out here on the internet like that. Because trust me, if he wanted to do interviews, he could easily do them. But he's like, I got to be on all my P's and Q's, because they trying to put him away for life. They really trying to put him away for life. And I got to tell you, you know what? I'll tell you what my thoughts are in the after show. You know, we got a after show tomorrow. So what I'll do on the app, so our after show on the Nature Boy call and on Fuckery Friday will be tomorrow. Tomorrow night. I think we'll do it around 9 o'clock. If I'm not mistaken, because I got some interviews to do tomorrow. There's a lady that I'm interviewing that does penis enlargement. I had to talk to her. I said, I need to talk to you. Y'all out here, you know what I'm saying? The men, look, the women doing it with the bodies. The men said, bitch, we gonna get us some fake dicks. I needed to talk to her. So like she coming by the studio. So her and her team. She's a doctor out of Miami. So she gonna be in studio with us. I need to know. I need to know this shit. Okay. Let me see. Y'all got questions real quick? The ad ain't too much, just bro. Let me see. Thank you so much, Miss Golden. Thank you. Y'all got some questions? Okay. Wait, I only know one Jessica Reed from Sunday's Best. Okay. Let me see. Can I find you a husband when you go to Africa? There's plenty. There's millions. There's millions of husbands over here, over there, okay, that want wives. So I ain't got to find you. When you go over there, they're gonna find you. They still believe in the Bible saying a man who findeth a good wife goes and finds. So they need to go to your parents and say, listen, I got cars, I got money, or I got goats, I got chickens. What do you want? I want your daughter. They still do it old school way. So They don't believe in courting. You got to be accepted by the family. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do shit over here. Y'all don't know that over here. Y'all too quick to don't be in legs have a motherfucking baby by a nigga that has no intentions of fucking staying. Okay? Every intention of leaving is come, but every intention of getting up when the baby cry and leaving the motherfucking house. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. Okay? Let me see. Do you go, June Palmer? Do you go into the store, like into the Indian gas station, and ask them to make the gas cheaper, or the Fritos not 25 cents but 20 cents? Do you do that? Y'all got to stop that. Come on now. I know black people gonna be black people. Yeah. So we were doing the yearly, but let me tell you what they were doing. So people would buy the yearly, and then because it's for the year, they were able to watch all the content. It was kind of like a loophole that we found out, and call and cancel and get their money back. Whereas like the reason Netflix and them don't do yearly, because they would do it, is because that's the only way. So basically, you've already seen the content, you bought the content, and because it's for a year, you didn't have this for a year, and you should be entitled to your money back if it's something that you're not going to keep. But we noticed that they were able to get their money back after coming in there watching all the content, and then when times got a little tough, they would call and say 3 months later, hey, I need my money back. So no, we dropped it back down to one price only. It's $12, and that's where it's at. Okay? That's where it's at. Okay? Let me see. With all you've been through, Tasha, what was the thing where you said, aha, this is working for me when overcoming your obstacles? Oh, man, I'll be here all day answering that question. I'll be here all day answering that damn question. You don't. You just kind of know. Like, when you know something is for you, you know it's for you. Right? And when it's not for you, it's going to be taken from you. Period. So, this is for me. Ain't nothing been taken from me. Like, I guess it's a lot simpler than I thought. Let me see. Thank you, Miss June Palmer. I love you, baby. You taking Chelsea and them with you? Yeah, they're I think Chelsea, she'll be here shortly in South Florida. Jasmine, she is making a transit. She got some stuff she got to handle first, and we just hired actually more people. So yeah. Let me see. What happened with me and Larry? Nothing happened with me and Larry. We were just on the phone yesterday. Let me see. I love you, Miss June. Thank you so much. Thank you, old school Patricia. Thank you, Mia. Thank you. Thank you so much. With all you, hold on for a second. If y'all have some questions, I'm gonna answer them real quick before I get off. Damn, I've been on here an hour and 10 minutes. Fuck, I talk too much. I was telling Jessica that too, because the interview was over 3 hours, a 3-hour interview, and I was like, girl, I talk too much. She was like, I know. That's what she said. I ended up taking her to Peter's restaurant last night after the interview, to Bar One. And I was like, girl, I just be talking. Look, you see how this is right now? I just be talking. I don't even know I be talking. My husband, like, that's how he perfect for me, because he'll hear every fucking thing I said, but he ain't got to look at me. He ain't got to fucking look at me, right? We talked about Sparkle on Friday. On Fuckery Friday on the app. So y'all better catch Fuckery Friday. It's on the app. It was funny. Oh, Lord. Especially that foot fetish sex worker. That shit was, oh, my God. I said, man, I am crazy. Something is wrong with me. I need to check myself into a facility. That's how fucked up I was on that live. Yes, I moved, y'all. Damn. Why y'all keep asking me? Yes, I moved to Florida. I'm home now. I was home. I'm from Florida. Okay? I mean, don't get me wrong. We still got roots in Georgia now. Shit, I ain't changed my ID yet. Shit, I got business to handle. Like that lawsuit. Shit. Yeah, we talked about Mariah. I was just watching a YouTuber named who? Let me see. Man, oh my God, y'all steady listening to folks and ain't shit came to pass. So what I like. Man, gossip by Miss Florida. Yep, I was on somebody's channel notification. You were live and dipped. No, the Nature Boy interview. So, Tasha, I love to see how something on your channel. I see the title somewhere else and give the credit to it. I'm like, the hate is real. Tasha just signed up for your ad. Thank you, Paula. I'm reading y'all questions real quick. Yeah, Auntie Hammy in Georgia right now. So her crazy is. Can you restate the PSA again? Marcus, you got to back the video up, man. I've been on here for 75 minutes. No. I ain't got no allergies, but I did just get over like a throat infection. So I'm still a little congested from that. So that's what you hear from. How do you run from the feds? How y'all are so stupid. Like where do y'all go? Where do you get your life skills from? How do you run from the feds? My address is registered in the U.S. Postal, which means my mail comes to me. How do you run from the federal government? Can Trump run from the federal government? And I make minimum wage compared to Trump. How do you run from the feds? It's the federal fucking government. Easy. In that case, Trump would have ran. Y'all got to listen to yourself sometimes. Sometimes I think it do be kids that be asking them questions. It be children. And I pick the question from a child, not realizing it's a child. I don't know. Guys, listen, that Fed situation, let me tell y'all something about that. First of all, the federal government subpoenaed me. This was when I was pregnant with Lamine, okay? And Miss Olger, Miss Olger handled that shit. I didn't have to show up testify. I have to show up do a motherfucking thing, okay? Now, R. Kelly's lawyers are pretty pissed with me. They feel that I was responsible for him being locked up. How am I responsible for you fucking children? How is Tasha K responsible for you fucking children? And they want answers as to why sources sent me his personal information. I don't pay. That's one reason why nobody will ever catch me paying for information. I said, this is the reason why. This is the reason why. If I would have paid for information, no doubt about it, my ass would be sitting in a federal prison. No doubt about it. I'd be like, y'all, I'm about to do my MC. I'm on my MC shaky right now. Bitch, I'm about to turn myself in. That's exactly what in the fuck would go down. Okay, I'd be like, yeah, I got to get my affairs in order. I just asked for an extension. Shout out to the MC shaky, but me and him will probably be in the same place, okay? Yes. Okay? But no, I didn't pay. I woke up to my email and it was there. It was there. I didn't know where it came from. Well, I knew it came from, but I didn't know how they got it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to do what a reporter does. I'm going to report on that shit. So his lawyers, they've been upset. They want something done about it. That's why they keep petitioning the court. And the Department of Justice investigated. And I didn't break no laws. I didn't. If the New York Times, would have got the same information I got, you don't think it would have been out? You don't think that they would have reported on that shit? But they're mad because they're like, how did this black woman on YouTube get this type of information? How? How? So they're pulling and grasping at straws, demanding to see the Department of Justice investigation. Everything is open. I see the Chicago Times, they reporting on it and stuff like that. And listen, my lawyer told me, she said, let me tell you something. Had you would have gave any money to that, I couldn't help you, bitch. Olga would have been like, we're going to negotiate your surrender date. Like, listen. Listen, I would have been like, bitch, we got to drive you down to the goddamn jail. But because I always knew that you never pay, that's why y'all don't see a lot of these big celebrities. These celebrities, they're not even big celebrities. They're broke celebrities who do interviews for money. And you're not going to sit on my platform. You're not going to send me shit and ask for a payment. That's why don't nobody come over here unless they want to come. Unless they want to come. That's how I know. That's one of the things. That's how I know that this lane is for me. Okay, it ain't been too it ain't been too many times. I can probably count on one hand how many times I've been caught slipping over here. You understand what I'm saying? But what he did and me receiving information on what he was doing in jail has nothing to do with this man sleeping with our children. Stop. Stop. Okay? Volunteers only. So Olga would have been like, you got to go, bitch. But because she knew that I hadn't broken, she said, Tasha, is there any money? I said, Olga, subpoena the bank statements, the cash apps, the Venmos, cash withdrawals. No. And I was pregnant when all this was going on. God damn it, no. That's why I do not pay. That's why it's better for me anyway to report the news myself, because when people are on my platform, Star Marie, or I receive some information, it could come back in the end and I'll be liable for it. So it's almost better if it comes directly from me, instead of having people sit down. Besides, they're boring anyways. You know? They would rather go snitch on, VLAB program. Yeah. So, man, listen, old school producer, I say that because it be some information. I'm like, what now? What fucking now? What now? I swear to God. I'm like, what happened now? So if I had, man, listen, I've been debating on whether or not producing myself a reality show, because the shit I get hit with every day, I'm like, what? No way. God damn it. Okay. All right, we in full gear. Let's go. So, see, Oprah wanted to interview Monica Lewinsky back when the Clinton drama was hot. Monica wanted money. The interview didn't happen because if she would have said anything remotely that was a lie about the president of the United States, guess who they would have sued? Oprah. And Monica would have said, well, she paid me to say it for ratings. Yeah, that white woman would have threw her ass under the bus. Sure would have. So, well, according to R. Kelly's lawyers and the feds, though, the stories are real. I've been co-signed by the feds. The shit is real. That's why. Nobody's moving to Africa. We're talking about when I'm 50 years old. And I will still be stateside while I have another house in Africa. I'm married to an African man. And the feds can come get me. It's called Interpol. I love the fact that y'all think I'm a mob boss or some shit like that. Like that I have the capabilities to be a mob boss, to run from the feds. If fucking drug cartel leaders can't run from the feds, what makes you think Tasha K can? And I'm sitting in Broward County, Florida right now, on a phone that they can track. It's 10 years actually, so not a couple years. There's a couple years, it's 3 years, but it's 10 years. Let me see. Oh gosh. Any more questions? Yeah, call me El Chapo Jr., bitch. El do a documentary on myself. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. What you say, Peaches Royale? Not gonna lie, if anyone has to ask who Teddy is, you are not a real wino. Oh gosh. How does paying for information get you criminally charged? Because they could say that I enticed them to break the law and they were inclined to do it in order to, it's an incentive. You cannot pay for information. You cannot pay for federal protected information. I'm paying you to go hack the goddamn jail system to get R. Kelly shit. What the fuck? Yes, that's against the fucking law. No, and he ain't that important to me anyway. His bitches always end up talking anyway. Shit. You see what happened to Rashona LaFlair? 37 years old. The shit coming out. He made me call my godfather, raped me 100 times, hundreds of times before I was 18. God damn it. God damn it. Listen. Tasha, you do you and leave the rest in the smoke cloud. Let me say, child, what's really ignorant is they keep saying you're running to Africa when your husband is from Africa. How she does the pooper. It's called Interpol. People think you can't come get me in Africa. It's called the government will look for me at the request of the United States and bring me back. Okay? If they were looking for me, but they don't have to. If I move anywhere, it'll either be Lagos, Nigeria, South Africa, Ivory Coast, or Mali. Yeah. Or Ghana. Listen. I ain't going to Cuba now. I can't eat chicken and eggs for the rest of my life, or eggs and beans. I can't. It's a food shortage. I need food. Okay. It's called bribery. Shit. All right, listen, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I've been on here for 86 minutes. Okay. But I will see y'all on the app tonight at 7 or 8 with the Nature Boy Call interview. And tomorrow we will be doing our after show at between 9 and 9:30 on the app. Okay? And I'll be starting my podcast. When I do come back from Africa, I'll be starting Binge. So I'm excited. I did announce that on the app that I'll be starting a weekly podcast that will cover a lot of what's going on in reality shows, as well as documentary, TV shows, movies, and things like that. We will discuss an interview, though that's a lot of interviews that you'll see with these actors and actresses and stuff like that. We binge watch, we binge drink responsibly, and we come and weekly meet up and talk about what the fuck going down. You know what I'm saying? These shows. So I love you guys. Yes, I'll save this. This will stay up. This will stay up to warn all the creators that they need to act fast. And when I saw Noriega, and I've already been moving. Shit. I've already been putting my affairs in order when it comes to when YouTube decides to snatch the monetization away, because they will do it. It's going to be a gradual thing. Where am I going? Like, go ahead and get the end goal. Sorry, go ahead and get the end goal in play. And we was doing that way before anyway. So I'm not leaving y'all. What are you talking about? Y'all coming in? Y'all. I'm going to see y'all in a couple of hours on TashaKLive.com. And I'm only going to Africa. I got to see my family. I ain't seen my family since the pandemic, y'all. I have not seen my family in Mali since the beginning of the pandemic. So I'm going, and I'm going to spend some time in the motherland. I got to go. I love my black people. I don't want to live in no white neighborhoods. I love my black people. Anyway, so yeah. We will, you used to slow people from Florida. You know what's up. Yeah. So, yeah, you know Africans, they be taking 1 month vacations and shit, 3 month vacations and everything. So, oh, yeah. See, that's what they want you to believe, S. Scott. That's not true. That is not true, okay? So I will just see y'all later. And thank you to all the new subscribers. I see the subscriptions coming in. I love you guys. And I will see y'all tonight and tomorrow. The after show gonna be lit. Because you know we got to do the after show from Fuckery Friday. So if you're going to be part of the after show, go watch Fuckery Friday. Watch the Nature Boy call because it's going to go down. Y'all get to call in, video call, and really do the damn thing. You know what happens. I love it when the subscribers start arguing with each other. That shit be funny. No, yes, I know people from Weewahishiku. It's too legit to quit. I do. All right. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you tonight. Bye.